Sometimes, before an electronic device can be reused or resold, it only needs cosmetic repairs or cleaning, or minor electronic upgrades, such as increasing the RAM on a laptop. Device repair means taking a damaged or non-functional device and fixing it so that it can be reused or resold. This video will show the repair of 3 different types of electronic devices: mobile phones, video game systems, and laptop computers. Let's begin with mobile phone repair. This iPhone 12 Pro needs a screen replacement. The process begins with powering off and removing the 2 security screws on the bottom of the phone case. This facility is approved by Apple for repairs, so there is a device from Apple that heats up the adhesive in the phone, allowing the screen to be removed. The process takes about 5 minutes, and alcohol is applied to the seam to make the removal easier. The machine supplies reverse pressure to the screen, which gently lifts it from the iPhone case. After letting the phone briefly cool, the technician separates the screen from the body of the phone and removes 2 small plates that cover the connectors. He puts the small screws in a specified sorting area of the workpad and places each plate with the screws before using a plastic spudger tool to disconnect the cables. The screen is removed, and the body of the phone is temporarily set aside. The replacement screen is a new aftermarket part that includes an adhesive sheet to reattach the screen to the phone. The screws for the proximity sensor on the old screen are removed next, and the screen is placed on a warming pad that will loosen the adhesive to remove this assembly, which also contains a light sensor, the face recognition module, and a microphone. It's essential to reattach this assembly to the new screen so that secure face recognition will work. Old adhesive is removed from the phone body, which is also placed on the heating pad to make the removal of the adhesive easier. The technician returns to the new screen and installs the proximity sensor assembly. After the old adhesive is completely removed, the new adhesive is placed into a small channel around the perimeter of the phone body. The plastic spudger tool pushes the adhesive into the small channel, and the second plastic covering is removed. The new screen is then connected to the phone body with 2 small cables, then the battery is reconnected as well. At this point, the phone is functional, but not yet totally reassembled. The technician powers up the device and checks to make sure that the screen digitizer works by writing on the screen using the Notes application. With the phone again powered off, the technician reinstalls the 2 plates that cover the connectors, and the screen is now pressed against the adhesive, and the 2 locking screws are reinstalled, completing this repair. This facility can also replace the glass screen on the back of iPhones using this laser device to heat the adhesive without damaging the electronics underneath. At this facility, technicians repair dozens of phones per day, so inventory control is crucial. Phones to be repaired are already tested and logged into the facility's management system. In adjacent bins are parts already sorted and pre-bagged for any one of the hundreds of different repairs performed here. Pre-bagging parts helps with the efficiency of repair, inventory control, and quality control. The pink bags indicate parts that have been harvested from tested phones already in the system that could not be resold. Additional racks of commonly needed parts are kept in the repair management area to be checked out using the facility's ERP system. If certain board-level repairs are needed, they're performed at this station, which uses high magnification and small tools to allow the technicians to work on the mobile phone motherboards and other components. This facility specializes in the testing and repair of video game systems. After testing showed this game is non-functional, a chip on the motherboard needed to be resoldered, which again is done under high magnification. After cleaning the chip and a detailed visual inspection, a few more connectors still need to be resoldered. Then, an electronic meter is used to check the functionality of all the connections back to the motherboard. With the repair completed, the motherboard is moved back to the testing area, where a working motherboard is removed from a game system and the repaired board is put in its place. The game system powers on and the chip is working, but there's a loose HDMI connector which is easily replaced. The repaired unit is once again scanned into the facility's inventory control system, where the repair is logged and the device is approved for resale. The final step is to move the device to a rack awaiting listing for an online auction. This laptop has a broken hinge on the lid, so the lid needs to be replaced with a new one. The rest of the laptop is fully functional. The process involves removing the screen, camera, and Wi-Fi antenna lead from the old lid, placing those components in a new lid, then reattaching the lid to the rest of the laptop. With the bottom of the laptop removed, the repair process begins with removing the screws that hold the lid to the laptop. The battery is unplugged as a safety measure to prevent any random voltages. It's followed by disconnecting the ribbon cable that connects the screen and other electronics to the motherboard. The bottom of the laptop is set aside, and work begins on removal of the LCD screen from the lid. This is a slow and careful process, especially around the camera along the top edge of the lid. This took about 15 minutes. Eventually, the screen can be pried away from the lid. Next to be removed is the Wi-Fi antenna lead, seen here as a diagonal strip across the inside of the lid. The camera and microphone assembly is carefully removed with a sharp blade to loosen it from double-sided adhesive tape. Reassembly of the components into the new lid is in reverse order. First, the camera is fitted into the small slot on the top of the lid using narrow double-sided tape. Next, more double-sided tape is applied to the track where the Wi-Fi antenna lead will be attached. The antenna lead is plugged in next to the camera, which turns the entire lid into a Wi-Fi antenna. Metal hinges are attached next on the inside of the lid. The wiring from the electronics in the lid is carefully routed through one of the hinges, and then the screen and lid are reassembled. The rebuilt lid is then lined up with the bottom of the laptop, and screws are attached to hook them together. The laptop battery is reattached, followed by the ribbon cable connecting the lid back to the motherboard. Before the bottom cover is reattached, the technician powers up the laptop and confirms that the screen is working and that the repair is complete. More videos showing different processes used by electronics reuse and recycling facilities are available in the R2 knowledge base on the SERI website.